All right. Welcome, Manchester United fans, wherever you are watching from. Are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook? Are you watching from Instagram? Welcome to Man United Elder TV broadcast. Today we will be discussing Manchester United head coach Michael Carrick. We have series of discussions to have today. But first of all, we'll start off with the head coach for Manchester United as an interim manager. Michael Carrick. We'll be asking questions on Michael Carrick, and I hope that we can participate in it. Yes, Michael Carrick, as right now, is the interim manager at Manchester United, and so far he's been doing a fantastic job. I remind you that Michael Carrick at Manchester United is unbeaten. He's unbeaten in about 6 games that he has managed for Manchester United in this season. We understand that Michael Carrick took over the job as an interim manager after the club decided to part ways with Ruben Amorim. Yes, Manchester United decided to part ways with Ruben Amorim, thereby going for an interim manager in the person of Michael Carrick. And Michael Carrick, since he's been at Manchester United, he's played 6 games, he's drawn 1, he's won the remainder of the 5. And the question right now is on the lips of everyone: can this man become the permanent manager for Manchester United? A lot of fans are frowning at it. A lot of fans are saying probably that it might be a too early a call to make, for Michael Carrick to become the manager at Manchester United. But then the question is still there asking, because the reason why some Manchester United fans think that Michael Carrick the reason why some of them think that it is too early to actually be mentioning Michael Carrick as the Manchester United manager right now is because they've seen something like this before. They've seen a manager come in and actually get 6 games unbeaten, go 7 games unbeaten, and at the end of the day, when you give him the job, he did not prosper with it. That is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But I want to say something clearly here. When you look at Michael Carrick and what Michael Carrick has done this season, Michael Carrick has looked like a manager who has come in and who understands the Manchester United's DNA and who have shown other tactical nouns to let us understand that he knows what he's doing. Now, first of all, I would break this down to you. Michael Carrick's first game to manage had been the game against Manchester City. You would not have it any harder than getting Pep Guardiola as the man that stands in your way in your first match going into the season. He actually had to play against Pep Guardiola, whose Man City was actually getting improved, by the day. And Manchester United went ahead to beat Manchester City in that game, 2-0, not just 2-0. I will say clearly, not just 2-0. He beat Manchester City 2-0 with Manchester City registering just 1 shot on target in that game. That is not a team. That is not a team. That is not something that happened as a fluke. It did not happen as a fluke, right? If you look at it properly, beating Manchester City and Pep Guardiola did not happen as a fluke. And Carrick has gone ahead to actually make it very obvious that that did not happen as a fluke. Look at it. He went into another very crucial encounter against Arsenal. And now this time around, Arsenal are the league leaders. Arsenal are dubbed the best team in Europe. And Michael Carrick went into that game, knowing that Manchester United have nothing to lose if we lost to Arsenal, because he's an interim manager. We had nothing to lose. He had nothing to lose if we had lost to Arsenal, because the excuses will be there that he's a young coach, that he's just coming. Yes, the excuses will be there. But what happened? He went ahead and he beat Arsenal 3-2. That was a turning point for Michael Carrick. As long as I am concerned, that was a turning point for Michael Carrick, because when you look at it, Michael Carrick basically did what no one expected him to do. Beating Pep Guardiola and beating Mikel Arteta. That was something nobody expected him to do, and a lot of us say this clearly, that yeah, Michael Carrick has not done anything much. He just made the players play in their normal position. But I beg to differ. You cannot say that these players actually are playing in their normal position. You cannot say it, because these players are actually not just playing in their normal position, but they have tasks, they have jobs to do. They have been modeled in ways that they have a lot to do, right? We cannot just say that these players they just did what they wanted to do and all of that. No, you cannot say that for Michael Carrick. What I saw with Michael Carrick was that he went ahead to position these boys in the way that they were supposed to be positioned, and he gave them tasks to fulfill on the field of play, and these boys went ahead to fulfill it. This is very, very important. It is very, very important that we understand that fact, that it was not just about getting the boys, or it was not just about getting the boys to be in their normal position or in their primary position. It was about the job that was given to them. How Manchester United had to play out from the back, very, very good, very instrumental. Lisandro Martinez, Harry Maguire, all in their poise and in their permanent position, helping Manchester United play out from the back. That is one of it. Secondly, Manchester United players Casemiro and what is he called? Kobe Mainu were given different form of jobs to do, and they were actually very keen on providing the solidity for the defense. Their positioning and making sure that they cover up the defense was actually very instrumental for Manchester United going forward. Yes, it was really instrumental, because Manchester United at the time didn't have much to do. So we needed to be very strong, defensively. And this guy Michael Carrick stations the boys. Now let me tell you something. This was the same defense under Ruben Amorim. We hardly kept possession of the ball. Under Ruben Amorim, we hardly kept leads. Like we cannot score a goal now and be very good at protecting our lead. No way. We score one goal and we give it away. Yes, and most of the times other teams come in and they even go ahead to beat Manchester United. But look at what is happening under Michael Carrick. Not just that Manchester United we are scoring goals. Not just the fact that Manchester United is scoring goals, but I'll tell you that Manchester United right now are being able to secure their lead, secure their goals and make sure that they can see off games without conceding. Look at it. In 3 games, Manchester United probably have kept how many clean sheets? I think 3 clean sheets. They considered against Arsenal, considered against Fulham, considered against West Ham, right? And they've kept a clean sheet against Everton, clean sheet against Manchester City, and clean sheets against who? Against Tottenham. So they have 3 clean sheets in 6 games. That is 50%. They have 3 clean sheets. They've considered how many goals? They've considered 2 against Arsenal. They considered 1 against they considered 1 against West Ham, and they considered 2 against Fulham. Then when you look at it, 2 Fulham, 2 Arsenal, 5 goals, and they've scored more than 10 goals in the process. Yes, they scored 2 at Man City. They scored 3, which is 5 at Arsenal. They scored another 3, which is 7, which is 8 at Fulham. And against West Ham, they scored 1, yes, which is 9. Against Tottenham, they scored 2, which is 11. Against Everton, they scored 1, which is 12. 12 goals and 5 conceded. You can agree with me that Manchester United under Michael Carrick is a different team entirely. And what is happening under Michael Carrick with Manchester United is nothing close to a fluke. This team is a team that has progressed, not just because the players were played in their natural position, but the players actually are being orchestrated. They are being given informations, they are being given instructions. The game analysis, the match analysis the match analyzer is doing very well to make sure that Michael Carrick and his team are actually getting the right information for the games. And I'm going to give kudos to Michael Carrick, because this is the first time I'm seeing a coach. When you want to compare Michael Carrick to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'll tell you something for free. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer played the likes of, yes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first 6 games. He played the likes of Cardiff, yeah? Yes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer first 6 games. First 6 games for Manchester United. Yes, for Manchester United. I believe he played. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer played some of the teams that we probably will not rate that much. Respect to the teams, but then you say some of the teams will not. The first game for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was Cardiff. Cardiff. The second game was Huddersfield. Yes, the third game was Bournemouth. His fourth game was Newcastle. His fifth game was Reading. Yeah, and the sixth game was Tottenham Hotspur. Yes, those were the 6 games. Cardiff, Huddersfield, Bournemouth. Look at that. Those are the games he played. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer played for Manchester United. But look at Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick played 2 of the best in England and around Europe, Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta. Now that sets aside. Now let us look at some of the games he played. Also, he's played against 3 of the industry specialists. Yes, I'll be back.